And I always forget to ask everybody to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. We really appreciate it, and it'll help us out a lot. Thank you. So, we're on day 2 of cleaning poopy bums. So I'm just going to get started here. Black gloves. I prefer to do it with gloves on, but we've got the warm water. The chicks, as you can see, are moving about quite a bit. They're sort of huddled over there, but not under this light. So again, they seem to be able to move about, keep warm if they need to, and just gonna see, yeah, see this is up to 80 Celsius now. It was 60 before we lowered the lights and added the little cardboard here for a ceiling. So that seems to have worked really well to bring it up from 60 to 80. So what I did was I took all the Cornish Giants and put them in the box first, because they all seem to be clean. And actually some of the Rhode Island Reds have no poopy bum today either. So he's completely, well, maybe just the tiniest little bit, but nothing compared to yesterday. They're getting a little smarter now. They're running, oh, this guy's got a really poopy bum, but it looks like it's fairly fresh, so it's gonna come off a lot easier. Like I said, I'm finding dipping their little bum in the water seems to help too. So this is going a lot faster today. There isn't as many, like even all of the Rhode Island Reds don't have poopy bum. I'm not even sure if that's poop in there. So that's day 2 of poopy bum done. I didn't think you needed too many hours of footage on cleaning poopy bums. Again today, I don't think I had to clean one Cornish Giant, and way less of the Rhode Island Reds had to be cleaned today too. So again, I've got them in here. They're all squished together now, so then they might be a little cold. I'm going to put them back under the light right now. I'm just cleaning up the feeder and the water, and I'll let these guys back out to roam. Amazing how these guys' little feathers are coming in already after just a few days. It's incredible to see the change in such a short time. You can really see it on that little guy. This guy. Rearranged the water and put it a little further from the heat. It seemed quite warm. And then put the feeder. They all seem to go crazy for some feed after they've been put in the box and then released again. So I'll have them something to eat and we'll see how they do. They'll probably all get under the light soon. It's windy today, but not as cold. And like I said, it's the thermometer says it's gone from 60 to 80 in here, so that's good. Morning guys, Roxanne from Tiny Home Living here. I'm just going to take you out to the chicken coop. This is, I think, day 5 since we got the chicks. And yesterday, I should have gotten some footage of the weather because anybody in Alberta, of course, is used to this, but we had the most horrendous weather. Absolutely the worst thing that could happen when you've got baby chicks. So we were scrambling to sort of hoard them in with cardboard and tarps and everything to keep them warm. It wasn't warm enough in their little boarded off area, so we were really worried about that. We did lose one chick the day before yesterday, but we don't really think that that was because of the cold. So anyway, it's beautiful and sunny now, but it was just absolutely terrible and nasty and windy and just that heavy slushy snow that we usually get at least once or twice in April. Has happened in May too, I think. But anyway, we've been scrambling to keep the chicks warm, and they seem to be doing really well. They're eating, and they weren't all huddled under the lights, but the thermometer was registering pretty low, below 60, so we were really concerned about that. So anyway, we're going to go out. I'll take you out and see what we're trying to reorganize the chicken coop a little bit. We had thought about bringing them in. Oh, the other thing, we are on solar power here, and because of a couple days of really nasty weather, the solar got pretty low. When we went to bed, we were a little concerned about it because it gets down to a certain level and it just goes off, and that's all there is to it. And the new generator is not hooked up yet. We've got a new Generac and a new portable one. Fortunately, the portable one is out in the shed, and Chris was able to hook up, plug in the lights from the chicken coop directly into the generator. I woke up about 4 in the morning and realized the power was out. Chris was already out taking care of it. But yeah, 4 in the morning out in just horrible wind and weather. Trying to get, and we did contemplate before we went to bed putting them in a big black bin that we have and bringing them inside, either into my cabin or the tiny house. Of course, we have to keep our crazy little dog away from them, so it would mean her coming in here with me and the chicks in there, or one way or the other. But we didn't do that, and things seem to have worked out okay, other than having to get up at 4 in the morning, get the generator going. But anyway, it's beautiful and sunny out now, and the snow is mostly melted. Again, very typical of Alberta. So of course the solar came on by itself once it hits a certain level. But this is another thing that a lot of people don't realize. Everybody's a big proponent of green energy. Really should try living with it for a while before you want to go whole hog, because it certainly has its challenges. Anyway, we'll go outside and check out the coop and see what's going on out there with the babies. So you can see how much snow is still on the ground, even with it having been sunny most of the day. Quite a bit of snow that's still on the ground. Like I say, a lot of it's already melted. But the wind and the weather yesterday was absolutely crazy. But then, like I say, we're used to that in Alberta.
And put fresh bedding in.
So we're just contemplating what to do here. This roost that Chris built, it's meant to hinge down for later when the hens are roosting, but it's kind of in the way now. When I'm in there cleaning them or doing whatever, I keep banging my head on it. It's so we're just contemplating what to do. They all seem to be doing really well. They're not all huddled under the light again. Chris cleaned out the feeder because it had so much wood chips and everything in it. So cleaned that out, and we're just cleaning out the water feeders as well, and just contemplating whether or not to open up this whole area that is blocked off with this. But I think we're going to take this roost out for now. He's got it hinged so that it was, meant to make it easier to clean the floor out once they're roosting. But it's kind of in the way now, so I think we're going to take that out. I've banged my head on it about 800 times so far, so when I'm sitting in there, so I think we'll take it out and go from there. Maybe open it up a little bit more for them. They seem to be doing really well. Might even have to raise the lights back up. It's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, they say to raise them up a little bit.
Yeah, raise them up a little bit every day to get them a little more used to cooler temperatures. But you sure can see their feathers. It's just amazing how much change there is just from day to day.
Stretching their wings.
Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing, the difference in just one day. And like I said, so far we've only lost one. I really don't think that was because of the cold. It's not uncommon to lose a couple here and there. You can see their little feathers, their side feathers coming out. So cute. You look at this guy. He's wondering, what's going on? I'm on camera. Yeah. So we've got the fresh bedding down, rearranged this a little bit, took out the head smasher, and they seem to be doing good. Clean water, cleaned out the food tray again. It gets full of chips and sawdust and everything. So you can see they're all eating and drinking and sort of congregating under the lights. We're going to put the cardboard back here again to make that little ceiling or a blanket. We've just got to make sure that the blanket can't fall down onto the lights. That way it sort of creates like a little false ceiling for them. Keeps the heat in here so that it can't rise all the way up to the ceiling and escape. So just going to do that now, and they should be good now. Hopefully we won't get the same weather tonight that we did yesterday. You can sort of see what we've done here again. We've got everything cleaned up and the cords run to the power again for the lights. We've used the cardboard that we had saved from the generator, the new generator, to build this in, like I say, make a little false ceiling. We've got 2x4s and we've got the cardboard screwed and everything here so that it can't fall down onto the lights. And then you can sort of see they're not going directly under the light, they're going all around the light, so they're obviously warm enough. And tonight, if it does get colder again, which I'm sure it will, you know, they can go directly under the light. So this makes it, you know, so they can get really as warm as they need to be. They can go under the light or they can go away from it or around it just a little bit. You can sort of see they've made circles kind of not directly under the light but around it. So tonight they might be more under the light. And I've moved the thermometer closer to the lights again so that we can check on the temperature in a little while. So again, I was saying don't throw cardboard. I don't throw cardboard away or anything. And so this has worked out really well for an emergency like this. So that's it for Poopy Bum Day 2, and the chicks are now 5 days old. They're doing good, and really our biggest concern, like you saw, is just keeping them warm. Again, this is typical for Alberta, but things are going pretty good so far, and I think they're going to do well. So this is a whole learning experience for us, and but so far things are going good. Before I forget, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.